Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Blueprints. We continue to unlock more information, although we are still pretty well decently in the dark. All right. I'm going to take Root Cellar this time. Now our goal, get a shovel. Can't afford the shovel yet, but we're very close. Take the closet. Ian Gem. Take the storeroom to get our coins so we can get a shovel now. Which would have been just my luck to find a shovel in here. Not that that would have been bad. And let's check our letter map here. Okay, this is a floor we don't have. That's Crow. Oh wait, no, we have this letter. We have this letter. Alright, now give me shovel. Now we turn around and go back. Salt shaker for extra steps from the impending turnips. I'm going to head back to the root cellar and dig up all those there. Which might be a mistake because of how many steps it's going to cost us to get there, but... Well, the amount of coins we're getting from these, we might be able to get a sleep mask soon, which would be helpful. Before we explore the room, check the computer. Alright, what do we got this time? Each time you find trash while digging, pump up the stars. Because I imagine the majority of our digs are going to be trash. Security. Okay, we've missed nothing. Security level low. I imagine at some point there's going to be a reason to set it to high. But I don't know what that is yet. I'm going to need the utility closet, so let's go ahead and get the utility closet. Well, I assume I'm going to need it. It'll be good to have in case. Turn the keycard system off. Again, I've been forgetting to check letters. Okay, the next one north is one we don't have. I take the parlor just a dead end. And because I always like doing the parlor. Gems are in the blue box. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the only true box. Okay, so this is false. Because if this was true... Oh, wait. It can be true. This can be true if the gems are in here. Because then this one will be false. And this one will be false. Lock and lock. So that is a C. And the bottom 4 rows spell dates, crack, 8, safes. Has to be the hallway. Dining room. Haven't seen a dig spot in a little while, which is kind of annoying. We do have more money though now. Let's head back and let's get the sleeping mask before we get too far away. How many steps is it to the bedroom? We would lose steps by going to the bedroom, so let's keep going this way. Observatory. Go ahead and get our bonus steps. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay. We found a safe code before. The safe code was on a red card, which we are told is a lie, but I'm still trying this on every safe we find. And I'm not going to spread the coins yet, because we might get the conference room, and then we can put all the coins in the same place. Or we could just die. That's also a thing we could do. Well, that didn't help much. Call it. I also like how we found like a dozen junk items, but they were all before we found the laboratory. And after we found the laboratory, we found nothing. Okay, day 28. I still feel like there's secrets in the tomb I haven't found yet. I'm taking the tomb. I should say, I'm positive there's something here. Because all of these are interactable statues. But I haven't yet found the interaction for them. One of the statues, we know its name. The angel statue with the broom is named Mila. This one. And I believe it had the broom upraised like that statue does. Maybe somewhere in the house we'll find the other statues with their items raised or lowered, and that'll tell us which way to go. Or which way to set those. That's an interesting stamp. Detective Bon Margle. Took the book out several times. That is probably something I need to be referencing. I need to reference these names. Also of note is those are identical signatures, but one of them is larger than the other, which to me spells forgery. All right. History. Yeah. Checked out by Mary Jones. Detective on Detective on Margle and Simon. Oh, and it tells us what the date is. I should have used that to figure out what day things were. But we know what day things are now. We have reference of what day 0 was. So. All right, let's read the book. Oh, CIA has been here. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. Okay. I'm not going to read this out loud. All right. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, a new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province of the heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted this gift. The youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arc-Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Erasia, a land steeped in tradition. As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their prospective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the third era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, words are hard today, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. I note that the middle province is redacted for some reason. Ooh. As the kingdom entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all to the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy, of the History of Eridnia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. As the king of no one on the move, Wing Castle, court, overjoyed by this word. Oh, okay. Desolates was renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to move castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in the grand city of Fynn. After the passing of King Desolates III, the 4th era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fynn declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to this Finnsurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fynn, once the center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield, and the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained red. The brutality of this pacification of Fynn did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arc-Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, the victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried one in every 3 men. Hence, Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fynn. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear, and fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the three, Fynn-Ares, Arc-Ares, and Erasia, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers and our mothers and of our children. Okay. Bookshop. We've never had either of these rooms. I'm going to take the bookshop. A new clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from the local author, Marion Marigold, is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report that the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher had issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance." In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to A Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigation of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margul, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in the bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Expensive. That's what it is. Also, History of Aridia, the first edition, the unedited one. Oh dear. Books purchased in the bookshop will be permanently added to the library and available to check out on your next visit. Aha. Okay. We're going to not spend as We're going to spend as little money as possible on this run so that maybe we can buy something. Anything going to get me any money? Each time you eat an apple, permanently add 1 money to the allowance. Start experiment. And yeah, I said I'm not going to spend any money, but if we see any apples, even if we have to buy them, because we need the money. Corridor. Good lord. Oh wait, no, this... We don't have any gems. Faucet. Your gems now. Not that it matters. Well, that run was not great. I have no idea which one of these we've already read. So I'm just going to take Drafting Strategy 5. And then I guess we call it a day. Well, I did just realize I was stupid. I think we had a couple of dead ends there. We could have gone back to the tomb and picked out the coins and bought another book. Or a better book. But, oh well. Oh, this is actually bringing in actual items to trade. Understood. Well, if we have a really successful run, good. Alright. Gems are in the blue box. Every statement with the word black is false. Gems are in the black box. this. So if this one is true, this one is false, and that one is true. If this one is true, this one is false, and this one is false. This one is true. This one is false. This one is false. Huh. If this one is false, this one is false, this one would have to be true. If this one is true, true. This one would be false. This one cannot be true, and this one be false. These both have to be true. If this one is true, then this one is true. No, then this one is false, and so is this one. Ah. Blue box. I was wrong. Although I will admit, I didn't feel like there was enough information to actually solve that one. Let's go ahead and take the dining room. We are, of course, not going to do anything with it yet. Free dead end. Give me items. Not terribly helpful, that. Oh, once again, took the library, or the laboratory. It's 3 runs in a row we've gotten it. Maybe this time we'll actually be able to get something done with the experiment. Get an apple. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Possibly some lore. We will, of course, need to find the mailroom for that to matter, but like this. before I explore any further at the moment, I will be. All right, I am back. As an orange. As not an apple. Boudoir. Take the library again. Ah, okay, so we read 3. Now we have 5. Gotta take the pump system user manual. Conference room. We have another music page. Screenshot. Solarium. Right, we haven't found the cloister again since we had this information. Have to take the chapel. Raw. Still didn't save us. No, I don't think I have any items anyway. We are having bad luck today. Go take the hovel. Hmm. Yeah. I want to take this just to see if I can access some of the other sides. Because that has opened over there. This time, I'm gonna go. Ooh, there's. Didn't see these. Profit. Take the secret passage. And it's gonna be a hallway. Just a moment, I have a bot to ban. Okay. Hmm. That wasn't what I expected to open. Let's loop back and see what that did. Don't have access to that side yet. Take the dark room. I'm not going in yet. Get the commissary. I still feel like at some point we have to be able to use that. Way. Security. I've missed 3 keys somewhere. Not that I need them. In. Walk-in closet. Running shoes is good. Almost out of steps, which I don't like. Greater chance of finding items. And a gem. Pick the guest bedroom for the steps. Hmm. Okay, regardless of what happens, we're stuck. Let me take this. So we're taking the vault. Because we've never gotten the vault. And I want the pile of money. This is also where the safety deposit boxes are. This is not going to work out for us. Unless there's another chest in here. Which there isn't. Taking the tool shed this time. Double. Wrench. I haven't seen a wrench yet. Ooh. That could be useful. Of course, I don't know how I would want that affected. This time I'm going to try to go straight up the center and then use the sides as, never mind. Taking the closet. When we have a key, we know we need to come back here. Or we just get a key for free for existing. Right, we have a lot of dice. Ooh. Okay. Security is something I kind of always want to pop up at some point. So let's set that to commonplace. Like the den for the gym. Also often the item in here. It does not appear to be one this time. Parlor. Gems are in the blue box. Gems are in this box. Gems are in a box next to this box. That would mean these are all true, which can't be true. So they must be in the black box. Draw. Well, that didn't help at all. Redraw. That did. And another bot to ban. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the utility bot closet down. I also want that to be commonplace. Take the gymnasium. Let's step back over here to the dark room. Turn the gymnasium off. Not you. You. Let's take the mail room. I don't see it very often. Let's see, we haven't looked at our letters in a while. Okay. Alright, we've got the first column mostly done. We are currently in 1, 2, 3, 6. Do not have the gymnasium. So let's see what paintings we have in the Toast. and cost. So that's an A. We will be redrawing this because we do not want that. Yeah, I feel like this is a good time to take the billiard room, because it usually has extra keys in it. One plus 4 is 5. Minus 4 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 4 is 4. 14 minus 2 is 12. Times 2 is 24. Divided by 8 is 4. It's 3. It's 3. It's late. My brain isn't working as good as it should be. Oh dear. 5, 25, 26, 20, 100, 5. Let's see, this is another room we need the letter in, right? So I feel like we've run into this one before. I don't know this one. Okay, the elevator has been lowered. Let's see where this elevator takes us. Take that disc. Okay, so this is the door to the basement. Okay. So if we can get to the basement key, we know where the basement is now. Entry. Apple. I'll take the locksmith. Because we have a discount. Lockpick key. Lockpick set. Take an extra key. House and hose. The top middle, so that's a U. Actually means we need to step back over into this room. Brown and Crow. And we need to go down because that's where the paintings are. In the basement, apparently. Fan and flan, so L. I have a shovel. I haven't been digging. Okay, I want the secret garden. He does not fit, okay? Okay, this can be the secret garden. I guess it has to be uh, touching the east wall. Okay, I have to get over here. Set this to standard. I'd like to see it more often, but not all the time. Take the dining room. Not yet. There's a chance we might get an aquarium at some point. I'm actually taking the storeroom now because I'm tired of seeing the solarium and not being able to take it because I don't have any gems. Let's take the chapel. Nursery. Alright, East Wing Hall is rank 5. We do not have the letter for this one. Take a guess bedroom for the steps. That's chart and cart. Which is the letter I thought would go in here. Eight dates. Crack 8 safes. So we need to keep an eye out for dates. Because dates are the codes for the safes. Not going that way. This a room we needed? Rank 7. It is. So paint. Pale and ale. I don't think so. Could be. But that would call into question the one from this room. Because that would mean this word ends in PLL, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. I'm gonna take it. So tie. Time. I will take the locker room. This is a room I've never had before, I don't think. Something that opens on the right. And we did not receive it. Well, that is a travesty. Oh. So you can still use it, you just can't see it. Okay. I'm gonna set this to standard as well. I don't care about the pump room, but we're in here. We can get the key to the basement. To the basement. All right. I can apparently move pallets around. Before I do that, I want to look around and see what's going on in here. Looks like move pallets is what I need to do. Pull this back. I'm gonna have to move these carts around in some way. I just don't know what that way is yet. That one I could push straight through here. Walk across here. I need to push this one all the way over here. I've also just blocked myself in, haven't I? Alright, before I trap myself, look over here, see if we see anything over here. At this moment, we appear to not. There's a cart right there. We're probably going to have to push across here. And we're going to raise there. Back over here. Hmm. That's... So we need to find the north lever underground somewhere. Hundred Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Button right there. There must be a way to get to the aforementioned button. Let's move this back down here. Don't see anywhere I could take this one that will actually be helpful. Well, I could push this one. But then I don't have any way to get back up here. Wait, no. Let's get up here and go straight. Pull this back. Okay, apparently heading the right place to begin with. Alright, let's see if we can make do with that. Aha. Gets me over here. Okay. Aha! I knew there was a secret passage there. And that's the reservoir. So that's what we need to drain. And this path is blocked by the cart. Yeah, we haven't found the boiler room. Or, well, we purposefully ignored it. Put it that way. These may be unlocked. Find it interesting how they take keys, but we cannot pick them. Ooh, key. Whatever this is, take it. That was the solarium. Um, Roll the dice. It is the boiler room. Also standard. I got something somewhere turned off. I guess. It's on. that power the boiler in the pump room. And so that question is no. No, it did not. Hmm. Oh, something's happening. Okay, did I lower the level of the pool? I did. It's not drained, but I've lowered it. And we have another bot. We have a high bot density tonight. Hmm. Ah, there's a switch. Here. That lowers the pool. I want to empty these tanks. That should fill the pool. Now we should get to pump as much into the greenhouse as we can. How do we use the reserve tank? Reservoir. Now we want to fill these tanks. Take more out of the reservoir. We have not fully depleted it. But maybe we did enough. I don't think we've drained enough. Nope. I think the issue here is that I need to be able to get to another side. I think maybe that one. Where's the nearest computer? Pool, billiard room, gymnasium. Security's way over there. But that's the only computer we've unlocked. So need to use this upgrade disc before we run out of steps. And I don't know if we have enough steps to get back. You're lucky. The Nook. Okay. Hmm. We can guarantee the library. Hmm. Yeah, let's guarantee the library. Then we just realized the dining room's here and we didn't eat. We could have gone to the dining room and gotten more steps. Probably wouldn't have been enough steps, but study. Hmm. Now I'm concerned I might have used some of these. All right, guys. I think that is where we are going to call it for today. We made it to the basement. So next time we can read the schematic for the pump room, which might help us next time to be able to fully drain the reservoir. But for now, I believe we are going to call it. Let's see what score we got for the day. An impressive House of Cogs. Getting 5 mechanical rooms was good. That might be most of the mechanical rooms. But, like I said, we're going to call it here, guys. And I will be back Thursday for Final Fantasy 13. I've had a request from the guildies to do Final Fantasy 14 on Friday, but I don't think we'll be live streaming it because I think we're just gathering better gear. But that will be a matter for for then. If we get gear quickly and can stream, then we will. That means there will be no Factorio stream on Friday. I might do Factorio tomorrow instead, seeing as how I normally record for my YouTube series on Wednesday. And I've just realized that I have not uploaded my last 2 Minecraft Border Hoarder videos, so I don't need to record one this week. So, yeah. So, we'll see. But until then, guys, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.